what are your thoughts on Blackface? We've got Jimmy Fallon apologizing for his impression of Chris Rock, which I do want to ask Tony Rock about when he comes back to town. Jimmy Kimmel apologizing for his use of blackface, for Karl Malone in the 90s.
See, so there's two things. There's blackface, and then there's you imitating a black person, right? Both can be offensive. One is hella offensive. Blackface is just completely. That's just off top. Yeah, that's off top. We're gonna throw that off the table. Get that out of it. But now, if you would say I want to be this black person, and you did, because Jimmy Fallon, he sounded like Aaron Nell. It's actually kind of, it's funny, but it's inappropriate at this time. I'm not. That's just my honest like. I'm not like gonna march and protest against Jimmy Fallon for doing that and go, he should never be on TV again for that thing that people laughed at that time. So yeah, what was once funny isn't funny anymore. If it was funny at that time, I'm not losing no sleep over it. I did Jimmy Kimmel's show. I met Jimmy for 10 minutes and he was a great guy. But you go back and you go, hey, you did this thing. And if they did learn from it, then great. The Prime Minister of Canada did blackface. I don't know if it was a black person, but he did the whole body. So he didn't just do he did black ass. So it's like, and he's the Prime Minister still. So he's a pretty progressive guy. It's like, it's weird. It's like almost like nobody's perfect, but if you want to, there's a way to do it nasty though. Like with the Mark Twain, I remember a couple years ago, Mark Twain with Huckleberry Finn, this classic, but I never read it. But apparently he says the N-word in it every other page or every page, and then they wanted to go back and remove it as if it was never said. Mm-hmm. So there's a part of whitewashing our history to where it's like, oh, that was never a thing, where you look one day and it's there and the next you go, oh, that never happened. So yeah, that doesn't move me to take it down. It's like, leave it, make it accessible to see, hey, this is what people were laughing at before. This is where we come from. And every time we do that with America, we keep trying to start over without cleaning up all the stuff that's underneath the rug, all the stuff that's built on, we don't address. We just go, oh, he did blackface, take that off, now we're even. And that's not the case. So